Oh my god, I cannot stand what is that one now?
Guys, it's Kat, and today it's going to be story time. Also, forgive my nails. I just started peeling the nail polish off, so yeah, and I just stopped caring about this because this was absolutely getting on my nerves. I also made this dress out of clay. It's very interesting, but you know, it could be worse. Could be made of bugs. So, like I'm pretty sure I said, today is gonna be story time. And yeah, I'm thinking about making this a series where I tell you stories about my life that are meaningless in every type of way and probably are not going to strengthen any relationship between me and the person that is currently watching, but you know, that's alright. I mean, I'm just here to talk. So today will be a story about the worst night ever. So let me start off with the backstory of why I was there. Well, you see, my parents went to Mexico, and yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory, but they went to Mexico, and as an only child, I have to stay alone. I was staying at friends' houses, but I soon ran out of nights to stay at my friend's house, and I had to stay at my grandparents' house across the street. Don't get me wrong, I love my grandparents in every single way possible, but the problem is their house is, so basically their house is kind of old, and you know, old houses bring bugs sometimes, or all the time, every single time. And so when the day finally came, I just went there knowing that there would be probably some bugs and stuff, but I had to go there anyway, despite my want not to. Everything was perfect. I got in the room, I laid down, I was resting on the bed watching TV and also on YouTube at the same time. And then I had to go to the restroom, so I got up and I went to the restroom, and what do I see in the bathtub? Beetles. Beetles everywhere. No, and I'm not talking about the beetles, I'm talking about the legit beetles, as in like the beetles. There was like 6 to 10 beetles in that bathtub, and they were crawling all over the place. I swear I almost flipped. And I felt like I was gonna throw up, and I had to avoid the bathtub. And I was just looking at it, and I couldn't help it, and then it started coming toward me, and then I screamed and ran, because I do not have time to deal with beetles. And so I went back to the room, and I just laid down, and I just sat there clueless and not knowing what to do, because, you know, I was bored, all I had was my phone and the TV, and it was kind of boring, there was nothing on. So I actually fell asleep because I was reading some manga. Yeah, I was reading some manga. And I ended up falling asleep because I was really tired, and you know, I had been going to a lot of people's houses, and between YouTube and like stuff to do, I was just so busy, I guess, and tired, and I would stay up to like 10 a.m. every day, go to sleep, wake up at 3 p.m., and then it would just go on and on. But I actually went to bed at like 10, I think, and all was good, except I woke up 2 times. So the first time I felt something on my arm, but I didn't see anything, and I was like, okay, you know, it's probably nothing, I should just go back to sleep. The second time, I felt something on my other arm, and I was like, okay, I woke up, and then I looked at my arm, and there was nothing there, and I was like, okay, Siri, you're just delusional. What is going on? And I also had felt something on my leg, and I was like, I looked down, there was nothing there, I was like, okay, you know, it's probably nothing, I just need to stop, like, I'm going crazy, Jesus. But then, the third time, I turned off the lamp and I put on some nightclub music, and I was just listening to that, and I'm pretty sure I woke up 15 minutes later because it wasn't that late, because I went to bed at like 10 and I looked at the clock, it was like 11 something. And I woke up previously 2 times, so I'm pretty sure I wasn't asleep that long. So I looked down and there was nothing on my hand. I was like, you know what? I'm really going delusional. There's nothing there. Calm down. So then I closed my eyes, but right when I closed my eyes, I felt something on my hand. So I immediately closed my hand to see if there was actually something in it, because if there was, then I could feel it crawling around on the palm of my hand. So I closed my hand, and what did I feel? I felt legs. And it scared the bejesus out of me. I knew that something was in my hand, and I actually thought I was delusional at first because I've been delusional those other times. So I looked down at my hand, and I knew that there had to be nothing there. I mean, I was probably just going crazy. But I opened my hand, I flicked my hand open, and then I looked at the top of my hand, and what did I see? There was a roach. Now, believe me, I am not a bug lover. I do not like bugs. Bugs scare me. Any type of bugs. I do not like bugs at all. I cannot stand them. They're gross. They make me want to just, oh my god, I cannot. Spiders, bugs, I don't care what it is. They have a lot of legs. They're furry. They're big. They're small. They're ugly. They fly. They crawl. I don't like them. They are disgusting. I don't like them. No, I don't like them. And when I saw that roach on my hands, I nearly flipped out the bed. Like, I rolled over to the other side of the bed. I was like, no. And I looked around. There were roaches in the bed. I was not about to deal with this. Okay, my grandparents were asleep. I didn't want to bother them. So I was so scared, and I saw the roach crawling around. I was like, no, okay, I cannot deal with this. I scooted to the end of the bed, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot deal with this right now. Like, I do not know how to deal with bugs. I can't even kill a spider, like, this big. Like, you see the spaces between my fingers, like, this much. That big. I cannot kill a spider, like, that big. Like, I can't do it. I'm just so scared of them. I cannot. I saw the roach, and it was crawling all over the place. And then I saw another roach, and it actually got on the side of the bed. It started crawling toward the end of the bed where I was. And I was like, oh, hell no. I am not about to deal with this. I do not have time for this. I cannot. I got the blanket. I flicked it off. Using the other blanket because I sure wasn't going to touch it because I already had touched it, and I was like, oh hell no, I'm not dealing with this. So then I saw it crawling up the curtains. I was like, oh hell to the no, I cannot deal with this. I do not deserve this. I know I've done so many probably bad things in my life, but I definitely do not deserve this. This is too much punishment. And when I woke up, it was like 11 something. And I was not gonna lay back down. I was scarred. I could not lay back down on the pillow. I didn't know what else was in that bed. I didn't want to find out. Like, I literally was not gonna deal with that roach. Like, I could not do it. And be mindful that this, like, when I say it was a roach, it was a baby roach, like one of them small roaches that are like this big, like from right here to my fingertips, like right here, and it was that big, and they were baby roaches. So yeah, but the big roaches, oh no, I would have been out the house so fast. I don't care if it was like 12 a.m. I do not care. I'm not dealing with it. And so I was so scared to go back to sleep. I literally stayed up until 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. and I stayed up till like 7:30, and then I had texted my dad as soon as I figured out there was a roach in the bed. I was like, oh my god, there's roaches in this bed, I want to go home. And like at some point at 7, he texted me and he was like, you can go home now, it's the morning. And I was like, yes, I am not having this roach. And so I went home and I was like so scared. I was like literally looking around for bugs. I was like, is there a bug here? Because I'm not afraid to whip out that raid and kill somebody. I'm gonna be like, okay, this raid is my buddy. If I see a roach me in that raid, we gonna be having a nice date. And that roach gonna be our target. Because I do not have time for bugs. So yeah, that was my story. I hope it was a little bit interesting, even though it probably wasn't. But yeah, this was my story of what happened at night. And after I came home, I decided I would relax, watch some TV, and then came here and filmed. That's right, it happened last night. And I decided to film my experience right now. And I just told my best friend and she literally just texted me. So we're gonna have a nice chat about this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's kind of lame, I guess. But I just wanted to tell you my story because I had nothing else to do and I wanted to film, and I was thinking about making a mini series, like a short series, not like something long because I don't have the editing system for that, but like something short. And I was thinking about doing that, but I didn't have the time or the storyline at all, so I just figured I'd do this. But thank you for watching, and I will hope to see you next time, my little kittens. Keep your head in the sky and your tail on the ground. I'll see you next time. Bye! And yeah, so... Brenda!